Alright, so CSI, Continual Service Improvement. CSI talks about alignment and realignment of IT services to changing business needs by identifying and implementing improvements to the IT services that support the business processes. It incorporates many of the same concepts articulated in the Deming cycle. Deming cycle is PDCA, Plan, Do, Check, Act. The perspective of CSI on improvement is the business perspective of service quality, even though CSI aims to improve process effectiveness, efficiency and cost effectiveness of the IT processes through the whole life cycle. To manage improvement, CSI should clearly define what should be controlled and measured. It is basically a 7-step process. We are going to see in details what are the 7 steps. CSI needs upfront planning, training and awareness, ongoing scheduling, roles creation, ownership assignment and activities identified to be successful. CSI must be planned and scheduled as process with defined activities, input, output, roles and responsibilities. Continuous service improvement and application performance are two sides of the same thing, so they can be used interchangeably. They both focus on improvement with APM tying together service design and service transition together with service operations. Improvement initiatives in CSI typically follow a 7-step process. So the 7 steps are: first step is to identify the strategy for improvement, how the identified area of improvement will be improved actually. So what is the strategy? Define what will be measured to identify the improvement. Gather the data, process the data, analyze the information and data, present as use the information and implement improvement. PDCA or Deming cycle, Plan, Do, Check, Act, basically a quality concept. Plan how the process efficiency or system improvement plan will be executed, then actually execute it and keep measuring the performance. That's what is done in checking. And corrective, CAPA or CAPA, corrective action or preventive action is taken in the act phase. So Plan, Do, Check and Act. So in CSI there are four main processes: service review, process evaluation, definition of CSI initiatives and monitoring of CSI initiatives. Service improvement plan is the result of CSI. Service CSI registers. There are different types of register in an organization, like risk register, stakeholder register. They make CSI register, which contains all the information pertaining to the service provider and the areas in which it is planning to improve the services. So CSI register is a part of SKMS, and SKMS is maintained in DML. Service measurement, basically capturing different metrics and different metrics data, different parameters against which the quality of the service will be compared with. So this can come in different forms like CSF, critical success factors, or KPIs, key performance indicators. Why measuring of such data is required? So as the process owner or the service owner can actually compare, or even before comparing, he could actually see whether the service is meeting the standard set in the SLA or not. So to validate, direct, justify and intervene. So different measure, it is a hierarchical view and it indicates where CSF and KPIs are. The measurement constitute the metric. So measurement is like data, whereas in metric is a structured data, so metrics, so as to make sense of the information or the measurements that has been taken for the system. KPI, different metrics will constitute KPI. Many KPIs will then form the CSF. CSF is tied to objectives, goals, missions, and vision. Types of metrics: process metrics, service metrics, and technology metrics. Service metrics, which will have parameters or different measurements for the services that has been rendered by the service, or service uh, or how, the functions that the service were supposed to fulfill, or the purpose that the service was supposed to fulfill, how efficiently has it been made. So those kind of data will go into service metrics. Process metrics will see that the process implemented to do certain things within the service are working efficiently or not. So it's not the functionality, or it's not the primary objective or goal of the service, it is the process which is running the services. So process metrics, service metrics, and technology metrics. Technology metrics has to do more with the technical aspects of any service, like how the system hardware or software is working, their load and performance measurements, and such kind of data. Performance baseline for benchmarking purposes. 7-step improvement process. Just to reiterate, what are the 7 steps? 7 steps are: first step is identify the strategy for improvement. Second step is to define what will be measured. Third is to gather the data. Fourth is to process the data or come up with a metric. Fifth is analyze the information and data. Sixth is present and use the information. And seventh is implement the improvement. So in short, identify, define, gather, process, analyze, present, and implement. 7 steps of CSI.